Gordon was grumbling one morning.
A fine, strong engine like me shouldn't have to shunt dirty trucks. This is a job more suited for a tank engine like Thomas, not a grand express engine like me.
You forget, dear Gordon, that Thomas now runs his own branch line,
said Edward.
That may be, but still, it's not right that I should have to shunt trucks.
Shunting trucks is a lot of fun,
put in Percy.
Bill and Ben shunt trucks every day, but you don't hear them complaining.
That's because they are a pair of silly little tank engines like Thomas.
But no matter how much the other engines argued with him, it was no good. Gordon just wouldn't listen. The next day, James and Henry spoke to Gordon in the shed.
I think you should be able to do more than just pull the express all the time. It's about time that Henry and I got to take it in turns to pull passenger trains too.
I agree,
said Henry.
It's not fair you don't have to pull trucks like the rest of us.
Pah!
Scoffed Gordon.
I'm the only engine that can pull the express. When I'm not there, it takes 2 engines, so you'll never catch me pulling trucks.
You're just lazy and slack,
said James.
And stubborn too,
added Henry. But still, Gordon took no notice and puffed proudly away to collect his coaches. When he arrived at the station, Percy was just arranging another train for Edward. A long line of trucks needed to go to the big station. Gordon snorted.
Dirty objects.
Don't you get too puffed up about the express, boy, said his driver. We've been asked to help Edward with those trucks.
You're joking. Please tell me you're joking.
Ho, I'm afraid it's no joke, said his driver. James and Henry will have to take those coaches now.
Gordon was shocked. He changed tracks and buffered up to the trucks. Then he had to wait for Edward. Soon, James backed onto the express. When he saw Gordon, he could only laugh.
Well. So much for not pulling trucks, eh, Gordon?
Gordon didn't answer. He just let off steam mournfully as James puffed away with the express. Shortly afterwards, Edward arrived and the long train was on its way. The next day, Gordon was shunting trucks in the yard. Toby was surprised to see him.
Aren't you pulling the express today, Gordon?
Not this time. I like some quiet work for a change, and I'm teaching these trucks manners.
Sounds like you are enjoying it.
Well, they say change is always good from time to time, and I guess this time, it's my turn to have a rest.
Toby just smiled as Gordon slowly drifted happily to sleep. Toby puffed away, leaving the big blue engine to have some peace of mind.
He's a really useful engine, you know. All the other engines, they'll tell you so. He huffs and puffs and whistles, rushing to and fro. He's the really useful engine we adore. He's a really useful engine, you know. 'Cause the Fat Controller, he told him so. Now he's got a branch line to call his very own. He's the